and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is so good to see you. I'm Mark, and this is HSG. So, I've had the Fit for a little bit, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I love the color. I love the headlights and the lift that I've got on it. Of course, there are plenty of things on the way for the Fit. And one of the things that we're going to talk about today is K-swapping the Fit in the future. Now, there's some things that I need to kind of go over theory-wise with you guys if you are watching along and maybe you want to K-swap your Fit in the future. One of the things that I've sort of stumbled on and discovered is something has been going on with the Honda Fit community that I thought was dead. Back in the day, if you are not an old school head like myself, back in the day, people were often tight-lipped about information, about how you do this, how you do that. And while that was sort of the thing of the day back in the late 90s, early 2000s, it actually screwed a lot of people over because there was a lot of shops taking in customers, taking in jobs to sort of get things done as far as engine swapping a car or a Civic or something like that back in the day. It would leave a lot of people kind of screwed because maybe the shop didn't know exactly what they were doing, or maybe the shop thought that they would get it figured out, you know, as they went along. But like anything, people get lost, confused, give up, especially when they're not being paid, or they feel like they've been paid already to do the job and they've gotten the job done 90% and they can't figure it out. So they tell the customer, come pick it up. So what exactly am I getting at? Back in the day, people used to hide information. People used to be really tight-lipped and not want to give out the tricks of the trade, so to speak. And what I found with my pursuit of wanting to K-swap the GE8 is that there are quite a few people that want to, aka gatekeep. And for a lot of them, I sort of understand. I've been made aware of some things, and I realize I have to be sort of careful with the information that I attain, basically procure. I have to have a certain responsibility when it comes to this information. Now, just to let you guys know that my plans for K-swapping the Honda Fit in the future was to be very thorough, very specific, take my time with the swap and do it as correct and streetcar as possible, as well as just make the videos very dedicated instead of like having the information all over the place, you know, in different vlogs and things like that. So my attempt was to do probably one big long video where everything gets done and all the information is there. One of the things that I need to be careful of is that, you know, once the information sort of gets out there. Well, let me back up. I digress. Before I get into all of that, let me sort of explain and say that there are people that have done this swap. There are people out there that have gotten it done. And for the most part, there are some simple guidelines for the GE8 Fit. Long story short, the thing that most people don't understand is that these cars are not like the old school cars. They're not, you know, power, ground, and signal like the old school cars used to be. One of the things that you have to deal with the GE8 Fit is something called CAN bus. What that means is a lot of information is passed through data signals. Some of those being the, you know, tachometer, speedometer, AC controls, things like that. My goal is to have a K-swapped street car with AC, working gauges, all the amenities, things like that. That's my plan anyway. That's what I have set out to do. Now, in searching for this, I'm sure that some of you will be in the comments and say, hey, contact this person. They've done it. And well, I'm not here to call anybody out. But before you make any comments down in the comment section saying, hey, contact these guys, they've done it, ask them what they did, I'm going to go ahead and say it's most likely I have already contacted them. And let's just say that a lot of people that I either contact or talk to are just, for lack of a better term, just not really forthright or wanting the information out there. And, you know, I can't blame them. I can't. They do the work, they do the research, and that's completely up to them if they don't want to, you know, give out the information. Completely understandable. One of the things that makes doing this and putting the information out there kind of difficult is that once that happens, people will then know how to do it. And then there's the whole parts hoarding, parts price gouging side of it. So far, what I have discovered is, you know, as far as K-swaps are concerned, this one may not be expensive like a lot of other cars. It might actually be quite affordable. And that as it stands right now is something I would like to keep in place. Now, does that mean I'm not going to let the information out there? As of right now, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I may make a video where I explain everything that I do and how I got it done and how I got it to work, blah, 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 blah. However, I don't want to be one of those people that says, hey, you have to pay for this information or pay me to do it for you or something like that. This channel has always been the street garage, doing something in your own garage. I'm not a shop. People contact me all the time. How much would you charge to do X, Y, and Z? And to be honest with you, that's not what my channel is for, and that's not what I am here for. But this is the first kind of conversation that we need to have so that if you are interested in swapping your GE Fit or even, GK5 Fit, this is the first conversation that we need to have. We need to sort of understand what we're getting ourselves into. Now, one of the big things that I really do love about having picked up a Fit is that I love the Fit community. To be honest with you, I've really gotten a distaste for certain communities lately, and that's not really to throw shade towards anybody or anything like that. It's just that I've grown older. My tastes have changed. Personally, I feel like I enjoy a specific type of driving these days, and the type of vehicle that is my weapon of choice for driving as of right now happens to be the Honda Fit. If you've watched my other videos on the Honda Fit, you've heard me kind of ramble on and say, hey, this is not that slow. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're slow. I'm not going to sit here and say that the Fit couldn't benefit from a K-swap. It totally can. Doing the K-swap, Brian from VTech Academy or Hosport has laid out the basic lines of what you need to do, and that's all I'll say as of right now. There is and definitely will be more information coming about how to get things done. And luckily, I have been very fortunate to have somebody very specific reach out to me and give me the information that I need to get it done. Now, what I'm going to do with that information, I'm only going to put out, maybe, possibly, once I execute and know for a fact that it all works. That is the main thing that I am trying to achieve with doing a K-swap. With all that being said, I'm not trying to ramble on and make this a huge long video, but if you are interested in doing a K-swap on a GE8 Honda Fit, at the very least, I will put the videos out showing everything works, and you can contact me and I may give you the list. I may put the information in a video, but at the end of the day, I'm just more concerned about people parts hoarding and price gouging, making the swap sort of unattainable. So my goal is to K-swap the Honda Fit, come hell or high water. And my goal has been to become the resource for where the guide is as far as K-swapping a GE8 Honda Fit. I want to do it for the community because the information is not really out there in one place, and a lot of people, like I said, are kind of withholding the information. I want to make sure that I get it done and execute it myself and know that everything is working in order before I put information out there about K-swapping the Honda Fit. So, also, the first gen Honda Fit has been covered a lot, but not a lot of resources for the GE8. There's a lot of, information here and there, and I want to kind of bring the Honda Fit community together, and especially the Honda community in general together. One of the things that I've really learned is that the Honda Fit community is awesome. That's number one. And it's kind of rejuvenated my passion for the Honda brand in a lot of ways. Whereas lately I've been really worn out and tired with some of the the negatives of the Honda car scene and just general overall car scene. I'm not a fan of takeovers or any of that stupid shit. Like, if you're a part of takeovers, just go play in traffic. It's so stupid. Yeah, I'm not a fan. There are a lot of things that I would love to do to the Fit, and this be sort of the future for 2023 is the, Honda Fit resource guide here and there, especially for a K-swap. So, if you are looking forward for K-swap Fit content in the future, it'll be happening after the first of the year. I will be uploading before that, but I'm doing some traveling, so there's going to be some different content, hopefully, if the weather holds out for where I'm going. But I'll definitely be putting out content. Also, a quick update about my cars and my life. I'm just going to run through it real quick, like a Band-Aid, all right, guys? So congratulations to Carlos Padilla, who won the EF Civic. I'll discuss the EF Civic more in the future. The DA has been sold. Obviously, my new project build is the GE8 Fit, and I've been a little MIA on social media the last couple of months / weeks because I am now single. Just putting that one out there. I'm really excited about the future and the first of the year. I'm hoping to do grid life with the stock engine and the GE8, and also, like I said, obviously K-swap did fit. Thank you guys for all the support, watching the videos, and just, you know, sticking around and sticking with me. I hope this first talk about the K-swapping the Honda Fit is sort of useful and sort of gives you a baseline of what we're sort of facing. Again, you know, VTech Academy, Brian kind of laid out most of the information, but there are definitely specifics and, you know, some execution that needs to happen with the Fit as far as K-swapping it. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Click like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.